What's up, guys? Welcome back to Jimmy Talks. So you can take a look around at the state of our society today, and let's picture it like you're standing in your own house. Let's say there's a house fire, okay? There are flames bursting around you. They're crawling up the wall. There's smoke everywhere. The smoke's getting in your lungs. So what would you do? Would you stand in the living room with your family, your roommates, whoever you live with, and then argue about the fucking placement of the couch while your house is on fire? Or would you get outside because your house is on fire? This kind of thinking, this infighting shit, it's beyond stupid. It's suicidal. This is the state of the so-called right wing right now, or the dissident right wing, whatever you want to call this. I say I'm a dissident right winger. That doesn't matter what I call myself. This is basically a firing squad. But it's a firing squad that's making a circle. Picture a circle right in front of you. So it's just a bunch of people shooting at each other. And it's this circle of people shooting at each other is full of midwits. It's full of ego trippers. I'm talking about people who like get really famous or like they go viral and they just spread stupid ideas. Useful idiots. All that kind of things. All while the barbarians, the enemies, are at the gates. And you know who's handing them the key to open the gate? Our own corrupt leaders. The problems we face are not small. These are huge existential threats that will determine whether civilization has a future worth living, whether Europeans are even around anymore. So let's be honest here. The West has been abandoned by its own ruling class. The United States, which is kind of like the last bastion of freedom, is basically a vassal state for Israel. Our politicians, both Republican and Democrat, most of them in general, it doesn't even matter what their political party is, are just there for Israel. They get millions of dollars. They send billions of our tax dollars. They send our sons and daughters to die in wars for its interests. They pass laws that criminalize criticism of Israel. Our nation's sovereignty has been sold out. Our money is becoming worthless because of the money printer going burr. The entire financial system is fake. It's just a Ponzi scheme. The numbers aren't real. They're just built on endless money printing. The stock market is rigged for the ultra-rich people. It's completely detached from the real economy where real people work. And they're like, wow, everything is getting expensive. But hey, the S&P is doing good. It's just fake. People are trying to build a life. They can't do it. They don't have any money. The value of your savings is being intentionally inflated away to nothing. Then there's the invasion of our borders. It's a third world invasion. And I'm not going to use polite terms. This is just an invasion. It's millions of people from the third world with completely different lives, completely different cultures that are actively being brought and imported into our nations. They don't share our blood, our history, our culture, or our values. And this is not an accident either. It's deliberate policy. I've talked about this 10 million times already. It's a strategy of demographic replacement, and it's orchestrated. We all know this. They don't like the populations of Europe and America. Yeah. I could go on and on. Great replacement. It's true. It's happening. Look at Europe. Major cities are being transformed. Europeans are becoming minorities in their own ancestral homelands. This is just nothing new. We already know all this. And also, at the same time, our culture is just being rotted from within. We have the rise of transgenderism. It's being pushed onto children. They don't know any better yet, and it's being pushed onto them. Little kids, some of them are having these operations done on them. And you even have deranged activists and greedy doctors telling them that it's healthcare. Feminism destroyed the family, turned men and women against each other. The birth rates are plummeting to below replacement level. Egalitarianism, it's a lie that says all people and cultures are exactly the same, which is so obviously false that you have to be brainwashed or just willfully ignorant to believe any of that. This is the lie that's used to guilt trip people into accepting their own destruction. These are the problems. These are the fires in the living room that we talked about at the beginning of the video. These are the things that should be consuming every ounce of our energy and focus. But instead, what happens? What happens not just to me whenever I post a video, but to everybody? What happens? Infighting. Petty, stupid, retarded infighting. The most common and destructive form of this infighting, at least for me anyways, and what I post on my channel and maybe other people. I can't speak for other people. It's Christianity. I see it every day. Someone's in my comments. Someone who claims to be an ally, who says they want to save the West, will turn around and attack you if you're a Christian. They'll side with the enemy before they'll side with a Christian who agrees with them on 95% of everything we just talked about, practical real-world issues. This is madness. I posted this on my X before. I am here to bring you all to victory. Follow me and let's go fucking do this shit. All right? I'm sick of this shit. And this infighting is stupid. And I guess I'm kind of playing into this right now. And I shouldn't. But this is frustrating to me. So let's just get into that real quick. Some people will take Bible verses completely out of context to try and paint Christianity as like some weak, passive, pacifist religion. Nowhere in Christianity does it say to just be a pussy. The favorite that they like to use is turn the other cheek. They say this means Christians are supposed to be doormats, basically. They're supposed to lie down and let themselves get destroyed and walked all over. It's a total misunderstanding. It's just a shallow reading by people who have no respect for the historical context. In the time of Jesus, all the way back then, a Roman soldier striking someone on the right cheek with the back of their hand was a gesture of insult and dominance. So, by turning the other cheek, you were denying him the ability to backhand you again. You were forcing him to strike you as an equal. Like, hey, we're on the same level here. I'm defiant to you with a fist, or not even a strike at all. It was an act of defiance, like of nonviolent resistance. It was a way of standing up to authority and saying, I'm not going to accept this. It was not a command to simply accept abuse. And I know that may seem weird, but that's just how the context was. That's how the history was. But these people, they don't care. They don't care about the real meaning. They just want something to beat Christians over the head with, even though I literally had people saying, hey, I agree with you on most things, but actually, I'm going to counter signal you, Jimmy, because you're a Christian. Like, oh, okay, so everything I say is now bullshit. I've had one guy leave 40 comments on my channel just saying Jesus was a Jew, like a broken record. Jesus was born in Judea. He was an Israelite. But modern Talmudic Judaism is the very same belief system that rejected Jesus and that got him crucified and told Pontius Pilate, hey, go kill this guy. And they also say that he's burning in hell forever. To equate these two is either ignorant or you're just being purposely malicious. And I'll try to understand pagans. They'll at least say, hey, this is what we had practiced for history. I'm like, hey, I respect history. That's fine. I'm just a Christian. Okay. I'm not going to go here and start attacking you. Do I think you should be a Christian? Yes. But do I respect what you're saying at least? Sure. Practice what you want to practice then. Whatever. We have more pressing issues. We can discuss all of that shit later. Because we're supposed to be building a movement to save our civilization from literal extinction, and we're bogged down in semantic theological arguments with people who aren't even a part of the faith that they're criticizing. Come on, this is fucking stupid. This is just counter-signaling. It's low IQ behavior. It's motivated by ego. It's a way for someone to say, I'm not like all those other people. I'm smarter. I'm more based. I'm more extreme. That's the problem with the internet. You're never going to be based enough for somebody. But this is really just a performance, and it's actually incredibly destructive. Like, the real enemy to the people who watch this channel, like the air quotes globalists, YouTube, gotta censor myself. I worked hard for this channel. I know some people get mad at that. I don't really care. I worked hard for this channel. But the media, bankers, all them, they love when we infight over this. They will sit back and laugh as people tear each other apart over secondary issues. They don't have to defeat us with military or a fair debate or something like that. They can just get some grifters to stir up some drama and then watch people self-destruct themselves. So what we need now more than anything is unity, not uniformity. We don't have to all agree on everything. That's fine. Because honestly, God made us all different. We have different backgrounds. We have different temperaments. We have different levels of education. We have different spiritual beliefs. That's fine. But if we can agree on core fundamental problems, then we have to unite on those. Do we agree that our countries are being demographically replaced? Yes. Do we agree that our financial system is corrupt and collapsing? Yes. Do we agree that our children are being brainwashed? Yes. Do we agree that our borders should be secured and our national sovereignty restored? Yes. Do we agree that we are all ruled by the treacherous elite that hates us? Yes. If the answer to these questions is yes for you as well, then we are allies. It's that simple. Come join me. I accept you. A pagan who wants to preserve European people and their heritage is 1,000 times more valuable to me than someone who claims to be a Christian, but they stand for globalism, who wants open borders and degenerate propaganda in schools. We are in a war for survival. In a war, you don't refuse to fight alongside someone because they have a different interpretation of spirituality. You fight alongside anyone who has the same views as you. True leadership is about bringing people together. It's about finding common ground and building a coalition strong enough to win. It's not about purging everyone who doesn't pass some arbitrary ideological purity test. That's how you lose. We have to drop the bullshit. We have to drop these stupid preconceived notions of each other. We have to shut the fuck up with the petty squabbling. Because I'm sick of that. I'm not here to be your friend. I'm not here to be your spiritual buddy. I'm here to be a leader. I'm here to go to victory. I'm obsessed with winning. So you're either with me or you're against me. The time for debate about fine points of theology or history, that shit can come later, after people have secured a proper future. Right now, we are in the emergency phase. When your house is on fire, you don't argue with the neighbor who came to help about whether he's a Baptist or if he believes in Odin or whatever. You grab the fire hose, you grab the fire extinguisher, and you start spraying the fire down. Our existence is on the line. Nut the fuck up and get over it. Enough with the midwit shit. Enough with the distractions. Enough with this counter-signaling. It's time to team up. It's time to follow those who are focused on victory, like myself, not on scoring points in a freaking online argument. The goal is to win. Everything else is noise. Come and follow me. All right, guys, that's all for me today. God bless you and your families. America first and only. Jimmy Talks out.